Hey guys, Decab13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. We are now nearing the end of Gotha Damarung with only 3 sections left, and most of this one's story. So, we only have a couple battles left, so that's pretty nice. I was thinking about it off screen, and I probably am just gonna skip all the story for Oniland, and then just like do the grinding on my own too. And I do want to read the story for Oniland because Oniland's story is pretty good. But yeah, I mean I usually say that with events, but I actually do mean it this time. Like I will read through the Oniland event, especially because you know our next event isn't until the end of October, so I have time, and I do want to get it done. So that's what I'm gonna do with Oniland. Alright, bringing Twilight here once again. One of the 4 story sections in this chapter. I can't fail Lord Kirshtaria. He trusted me with this. I can't let him down. This time, I will not fail to live up to his wishes. I refuse to disappoint him, so I won't, no matter what it takes. And so, even if today is Sunday, I'll endure it. I know I can. I don't care if I even smell my own flesh beginning to burn and char. I know I can stay my old reticent self, never setting one foot forward. At Muspelheim in what used to be northern Sweden in the Scandinavian peninsula. There, I have connected myself to the Tree of Emptiness. I could get used to this. Look, Ophelia. Look at what I have become. Look at the ice that resides beside my flame. At last I have regained Fenrir's authority. He was right. Something was different. Surtur changed from a being of pure fire to one of fire and ice. When I asked him how the fiery king of giants could possibly hold authority over ice, he told me he had long ago swallowed it. First, the beast of Ragnarok consumed the true sun, removing it from Scandinavia's reality. And then the giant of Ragnarok ate the beast? That's absurd. It's not even remotely realistic. But in this Lost Belt, that is the reality. The giant of fire and ice smiles. He's pleased to regain the power he lost. I can see wings growing from his back. Looking past the various possibilities, I see invisible dragon wings. Does this mean he's starting to manifest Fafnir? Once he gains perfect form, he will no doubt complete his transformation into a winged ice and fire giant. A hybrid of giant and dragon. I can see that making some sense. And then there was the flaming sword, as the embodiment of several kinds of raging authority. He once slaughtered the gods and his kin alike. Now is the time. The true twilight of the gods, Gotha Damarung, will soon be upon us. As he spoke his words of flame, countless masses began to writhe at his feet. They reminded me of children grasping for their mother, of maggots searching for light. They were seeds, a vast number of seeds. Yes, as if things weren't bad enough. He absorbed the Tree of Emptiness right before my eyes. He severed the tree's connection to Sahath Skadi. Slowly, he sank his teeth into it, and then in an instant, he slurped it all down, root and stem. Using the Tree of Emptiness's power, he forced a spirit origin ascension upon himself, and took back his past authority. It should have been impossible, yet somehow he managed it. Was it the paper moon and its ability to let one interact with void space? Is that how he was able to pile impossibility atop impossibility and consume the Tree of Emptiness? It should not be possible. And yet there it is, plain as day. I tried giving orders, but to no avail. The tree simply shed my control and the Queen's of its own accord. You connected yourself to the Tree of Emptiness. No, you can't even call this a connection anymore. You preyed upon it.
It welcomed me. Though I am sure the tree lacks a will of its own. What it did possess was the same heat that lies in all life. Yes, there was a fire deep in the heart of the Tree of Emptiness as well.
Deep in the heart. It told me it did not...
It told me it did not want to be cut down. That it wanted to live. That it would not die. That it would not forgive. Or so it kept screaming. Life is nothing if not greedy. Now I shall burn everything. Starting with all life in this world.
Yes. Let's do it. Words alone are meaningless. Can I no longer fulfill my responsibilities? This Lost Belt is done for. There's no turning back. My thoughts are a jumbled mess. It hurts to think. Something deep in my heart is holding me tight. It wears on me. I can feel it grinding, cracking. What was I thinking? Yes, we'll make a land fit for a god. A new holy land built on an earth that's been wiped perfectly clean. If nothing else, I will never make trouble for him.
Oh, here's the battle. Let's see. Oh, this one's just all... I'll bring in Alter Ego. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep XX in there too.
I'm about to really kick it into gear here. If you're not a heroic spirit, make sure you're strapped in good and tight, or you're liable to bite your tongue off.
Whoa! We're bouncing all over the place! I know this isn't exactly the time to be obeying traffic laws, but will you not flip us over, Picata?
It's not Picata, it's Miniere, and I'm just getting the hang of the control stick, damn it. Hey, where'd Holmes run off to anyway?
He said he talked too much and went back to the recovery pod. Mr. Great Detective pretty much just woke up to assess the situation and negotiate a bit. What an astonishing man. To think he remains so calm and collected even despite his many injuries. I take it this recovery pod is off that way. I shall grace him with one of my healing runes. Freya, Ortland, come with me. How many times do I have to tell you? My name is Ilya. Fine, I'll go with you. Understood.
Man, imagine getting nursed back to health by an actual goddess. But that doesn't excuse Holmes' sheer recklessness. Not that he's the only one here guilty of that.
Well, there's only so much amount of his meager abilities can do. Not everyone can be blessed with an abundance of talent like myself, after all. And let me be clear about one thing. I am not like the rest of you. I have no craving whatsoever for adventure. A good commander-in-chief always assesses the situation calmly, deploys the right people to the right places, and ensures his organization runs as smoothly as possible.
Hofer, I told you to be careful you don't bite your tongue. How are things over with you, John?
Well, let's confirm what's happening on the deck. That you, John? Me? What else? I'm still blasting away at everything following us. As you can imagine, they're not letting up.
The number of giants hasn't changed from earlier, but we're seeing more and more seeds. In addition to the flying types, there are also some running along the ground and trying to attach themselves to the border. I hate to keep bugging you while you're up there fighting, but this seems pretty important. You know the massive magical energy signature we saw up in the northern part of Old Sweden? Well, I'm pretty sure it's Surtur, and he's heading south fast. You know what that means?
He's coming to fight us. No, he doesn't consider us a challenge worthy of meriting that approach.
That means he must be headed towards something else. Something that does not exist in Muspelheim. For example, something that exists atop Old Lake Vannern.
The settlement!
Bingo! That's exactly where Surtur's route will take him. He's currently headed due south towards Lake Vannern, where the village is.
Guess that means he's got himself connected to the tree then. Damn it, now we gotta reverse course. Still, we can't just sit around complaining. If it gets us closer to him, well, so much the better. After all, I was really hoping to avoid a situation where I'd have to try sniping at extreme range with my cannon because we couldn't catch him. So in that respect, this has worked out nicely. Whew!
Wish I knew why he was headed there, though. That flaming sword of his is absurdly powerful. He could use it anywhere and it'd still be just as destructive. So why go so far out of his way for one village? Does he just want to watch us make us watch it burn?
I doubt he'd bother doing something like that. I think Sigurd is right. Doesn't seem he cares much about gods or heroic spirits. I do have a thought about what he might be up to. That's not important. All that matters is that this is a stroke of luck for my Grand Army. It's about time I got serious anyway.
Foo! Kyo!
Thanks for cheering me on, doggo. To be fair, it's not like I've really been holding back. But at this point, it's looking clear that I need to get really, really serious. Plus, I've still got my trump card. Not that I ever play that in the opening act before things really get going, of course.
More seeds and giants are bearing down on us. There appear to be several of them attempting to stick to the border.
There you go. How do you want to handle this, Private? Let's fight them off. D'accord. Alright, gods and humans of the Grand Army, get ready. We're gonna punch our way through these things without slowing down.
And there goes their stars. Man, they sure do love just stealing stars from us, huh? Oh, come on, Waver, seriously? This fucking guy, I swear. Putting a evade on XX. I don't want her going down yet.
ドラえもんこうですか。ダブル大豆七夜間
Oh, nullify buff. How long does that last? 3 turns. Unremovable. Fantastic.
ズバッといきます。捉えましたね。
Alright, so Kiara's gonna hit like even more of a wet noodle than usual. Fantastic. Let's go. Up. That should do good damage. XX will get, what, 300% charge on this? So not bad. Oh, come on, really? Fucking asshole. Yeah, steal all my fucking stars while you're at it. Dickhead. Yeah, that's about right. Oh yeah, these last 3 sections are all just story. I said that before, didn't I? The Lost Belt is starting to fall apart. Its snow is melting, its mountains crumbling, its seas evaporating. Even though he can't possibly be as tall as a mountain, every step he takes shatters peaks of ice and snow. Perhaps it's the after effect of the maggots, the concepts of destruction squirming around his feet, but each time he advances, something shatters. With each step he takes, something burns. Humans. Gods. Seas, mountains, rivers, sky, beasts, insects, flowers, plants. None of them should exist. None of them should exist. Oh, right, that was all him, wasn't it? I will turn them all to ash! He slowly raised the sword in his right hand. The sword of the end time. The sword that will bring about Ragnarok. It may be amusing if I were to...
It may be amusing if I were to finish what this king of demon gods began. Then again, as long as you are with me, perhaps your serious light could accomplish the same.
Was that supposed to be a joke, Surtur? You are destruction itself. You don't need me.
You're wrong. I do need you.
It doesn't matter. I'll never use my serious light to help you. That's the one thing I will not give you.
Surely you have a man you love. Surely you have friends you have bonded with. But there is nothing you can do. Not even a holy grail could grant your wish. Love, bonds, none of those things will ever be had in this world. So burn it. Join me. Help me burn it all.
Yes. Yes, you may be right. My wish will never come true. My feelings will never be reciprocated. In which case, I'll throw myself, my eye, my soul, into the fires and... I can't. Something deep in my heart is gripping me tight. So tight. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I can feel my heart grinding, cracking, shattering. If I give in to this pain, I'll end up just nodding in mindless agreement again. Then something will surely shatter and disappear. It hurts, it grinds, it cracks. Wait a second. This is a curse. These aren't just words. It's an evil dragon's curse meant to restrain the target's soul and mind. This sensation, I recognize it. Surtur, what did you do to me? All this time, have you?
You certainly fought tooth and nail. But it's too late. By now, at least half of your soul is melded with me. Ophelia, come watch this planet's end with me.
I'm cracking. I'm shattering. It was over all too quickly. In a flash, his flames billow up inside me. Something deep within me burns to cinders as my heart is engulfed in flames. Yes. That's a good idea. I'll feed this world, this lost belt, to the flames.
Ophelia.
The time has come. The tip of his flaming sword pierces the sky. Our destination is now in sight. Lake Vänern, located in the southern part of Old Sweden, near the border between the domains of ice and fire. There are several villages and animal habitats located in this area. It is rich in life, at least by this world's standards. I see. He wants to show me. To show me the glint of his fire as it reduces all life to ash. I can see it. I can't help but see it. The village built atop one of the thin remaining ley lines here. As I watch, a sword comprised solely of magical energy, superheated to over 4 million degrees Celsius, descends towards the village in the blink of an eye like a shooting star. I saw several possibilities, but my magical energy isn't nearly strong enough to pin any of them. Huh? Is that the sun? No, it's too bright. What is that? It's beautiful. Loptir Lejarn.
Loptir Lejarn.
Yeah, that was Surtur. Oh, Heracles. Berserker, that's it. Take it all on, magical energy and all. Thanks, Berserker. Damn, this recoil's pretty intense. I can't hold it for long. I'm not even going to get a chance to take credit for swooping in just in the nick of time. Keep the backup coming, stepmother. Ortland. Understood. Activating White Swan Mystic Code. Lending assistance to Shadow derived from heroic spirit of humanity. I shall manifest multiple divine iron shields at once. Surtur may have shattered them all before, but it should still be better than nothing. Using primordial runes to simultaneously summon a large number of divine iron shields, eh? I see Sahath Skadi's magecraft is truly awesome indeed. Unfortunately, she is correct. These numbers paint a merciless picture. We are not likely to last more than a few minutes, or perhaps even a few seconds. If our resistance fails, all of Scandinavia will fall. Sigurd, Brunhild! I'm already using my runes as well. They're only doing so much. We are doing our best to defend and reinforce the heroic shadow and the cluster of shields, but I'm afraid...
We do not have anything that can turn the tide in our favor.
Mash, John, I'm afraid we need a stout defense now more than ever. I know this is a lot to ask, and I wish I didn't have to ask it, but right now you two are our only hope. I'll go. This is what my shield was made for. In fact, I was just thinking about how I was going to step in now that Ilya's spell beat me to the punch. Setting Ordinac's output to maximum. Auto maintenance functionality operational. Initiating Amalgam Gode's emergency expansion. Anti-flash defense ready. Syncing with the border's instruments now. This is something my shield and I are meant to stop. Your orders, Master. Fo! Q!
Wait, stop, Demi-Servant Girl! You must not have seen these absurd numbers! Get it together, Technical Advisor! Why didn't you tell her all she'll be doing is endangering her life? All she could do by diving in there is give our chances a minuscule boost!
That's true. The odds are majorly stacked against us. Putting everything we have into a strategy with the lowest chance of success is downright insane. It was true of our battles in the Singularities, and it's true of our battles in the Lost Belts. Each and every time we've given those two the same order. Make it back alive. That's what it means to take on the entire world, in Russia as well as Scandinavia. I have no doubt we will face the same challenges in other Lost Belts as well. Besides, they do have a chance. They've miraculously defended against large-scale attacks several times before.
I'm not talking about their past accomplishments. All I'm saying is that there's nothing they can do now.
With all due respect, Mr. Goldoff, the odds of victory are not zero. We are not in a position where our best course of action is... Are we not in a position where our best course of action is to take our chances?
Oh, I could punch you! I know it won't do a thing, but damn if it isn't tempting.
Let's do this. We have to. Yes, Master. Heading out. We won't turn back. We can't turn back. We have a responsibility to fulfill.
Sheesh. I mean, I get why you're feeling desperate, but still. Responsibility, huh? Yeah, I guess you've got a point. Anyone who moves forward through the sacrifices of others must carry the responsibility for those who left behind. Believe me, I know. And you two call that responsibility, Right. I see. If you decide you want to go out there and fulfill that responsibility, that's fine. I won't stop you. But aren't you forgetting someone? Say, Supreme Commander of the Grand Army? How is that even possible? I'm not exactly a wallflower, you know.
Napoleon?
Yeah, that's right. Napoleon! I'm right here! Oh man, I fucked that up. Let me try that one again. I'm right here!
I turn to see a man standing tall. The beyond enormous cannon he holds in his arms is aimed skyward. His smile is even more dazzling than the rays of destruction bearing down upon us. There this good fellow stands, wreathed in flame, looming as large as any giant.
Impossible? Is that what you said? It was, wasn't it? Ooh la la! That's the sort of talk that really gets me fired up. Private, Mash, little mademoiselle, old man. Here's a bit of trivia for you. When people talk about something being impossible, what they're really talking about, what they're really wishing for, is hope. What if only, that sort of thing. I don't know what Napoleon Bonaparte was like when he was alive. I'm pretty sure I've got more than a few centimeters on him for one thing. At the height of his glory, people thought, maybe Emperor Napoleon could win this fight, and so that is what they wished for. When his glory began to fade, people thought, maybe we'd be happier with that Emperor Napoleon around, so they wished for that too. Know what happened as a result? I made both wishes come true. How do you like them apples? I granted the people's wish for me to win, and I granted the people's wish for me to fail. That's what it all came down to. That's who I am. The hero I am. The heroic spirit that Napoleon that humanity inscribed is a man who makes wishes happen! Victory cannon line of fire all set. Angle and height all set. Victory shell locked and loaded. I'll admit, things are looking grim. We're all out of options. But that's nothing new, right? Especially not here. Here, it's been that way for a long, long time. This Lost Belt never had any future. Nothing in the way of hope. Nobody can wish for anything here. Not humans, not gods, not even giants. They don't dream about tomorrow. They don't wish for anything from their future. In which case, somebody's gotta show them what it means to hope. To wish! No, scratch that. Not somebody. It's gotta be me!
The fiery good fellow assumes his gunnery stance and smiles. This man, who proudly calls himself a hero and certainly lives up to the title, does not hesitate. He points his cannon right between the giant king's eyes and shouts,
That's why the time has come to fire my victory rainbow! This is my final trump card. Try this on for size, you monster! Oh, hold up. Yeah, just want to get that for the thumbnail, you know. Arc de Triomphe de l'Étoile!
God, I fucking love Napoleon. He's the best. Man.
Yeah! Human heroic spirit! You would block my sword? Sorry about this, Private. The thing about trump cards is, they take everything you've got and then some. Under the right conditions, you can pull off something incredible. But since it comes at the cost of your spirit origin and spirit core, you can't do it twice. This is just one more possibility in action. At times, an unremarkable artilleryman from relatively modern times can stand beside a great hero of myth. Yeah, that's right. This is as far as I go. The rest is up to you. Keep moving. That's right. Move. One foot in front of the other. It's okay to hesitate. It's okay to be afraid. But don't stop. Right, left, forward, hell, even backward. Keep going wherever your mind takes you. But don't ever stop. Don't ever retreat. Don't ever go back. Keep moving as long as you still draw breath. Wherever the living go, that's where humanity goes. You're never completely out of possibilities. There's always something you can do. You destroyed the bands of light that threatened to incinerate the whole world, right? No reason we can't stop a sword threatening to do the same to this one. That's who we are. That's our history. Making something happen when all seems lost is what it is to be human. That said, being human also means you will see a great many atrocities along the way. Seeing all that crap and still smiling like a damn fool is the best part about being a foot soldier.
That rainbow, it came all the way here. Then it popped and disappeared.
What'd you think? Like something out of a fireworks show, right? Did you enjoy it? Oh, right, you're being eaten alive, huh? Guess I'd better hurry then. I've just about disappeared myself. At least I managed to get in one good speech before. Uh-oh, I'm not gonna last much longer. Now I've really gotta hurry. Whew. Ever forged a telepathic connection before? Not easy, I gotta say. Good thing I've still got my Imperial privilege. You looked right at home in that castle. But Surtur's shoulder? That just doesn't suit you. But that's okay. You weren't able to move on, were you? But hey, of course you couldn't follow everyone else's lead. That's the whole reason I came here.
The whole reason?
I heard a voice. Your voice. You wished for someone to save you. Isn't that right, Ophelia? I know you think that guy you love is perfect, but he's got at least one major flaw. He led you down the wrong path. He wasn't the right one to save you. Me? I've always had a big soft spot for damsels in distress. But you were one of a kind. You were so incredibly straight-laced, socially awkward, and diligent to a fault. Ooh la la, talk about a woman worth landing. So that's why I really did end up falling for you. I wanted to see you smile. Of course, that's probably not going to happen now that I'm about to fade away and all, but hey, you can't blame a guy for trying. I might be a heroic spirit who's sworn to protect humanity, but I still wanted to grant your wish. I know you kept turning me down, but at least I can take that curse with me when I go. I am all about making wishes come true, after all.
Make wishes come true. Even as my brain swims with fog, I kept turning those words over in my mind. Napoleon is a heroic spirit who makes wishes come true. I see. So he was trying to grant mine. Even though I was too scared to act, he heard me crying out for help deep in my heart and responded.
You could have just come out and said something, you know. In that sense, my beloved Josephine could still teach you a thing or two. She was a real good woman, my Josephine. True to herself in every way you can imagine. I wish I could tell you more about her, but I'm afraid it looks like my time is up. Be proud, Ophelia. Hold your head high. You're beautiful just the way you are. So it doesn't matter how you do it. You could stand up, fall in any direction, and still be beautiful. So fall already. Get down from there. Sitting pretty on top of the world is all well and good, but don't forget to smell the roses on the ground sometimes. It's a lot nicer down here than you might think, mademoiselle.
Before I knew it, the fiery hand that had been gripping my soul had fallen apart. All of a sudden, my mind starts to work again. My consciousness, my sense of self, all come back to me. He broke in. Somehow, he forced his way into the bond meant for me and my heroic spirit. He didn't even think twice about it. I try reaching out to him through it, Once, twice, 3 times. He doesn't respond. We've lost the connection. Napoleon.
Where are you going? Ophelia.
You know, Saber, I have a dream of my own. Or rather, I did. Though I didn't realize it until that nosy archer pointed it out. I may have helped wipe away proper human history, but that doesn't mean I want to turn the planet into ash. I hold my head high, as proudly as I can, and I fall. It could be forward or it could be backward. I don't know and I don't care. My floating spell runs out and I plummet toward the ground. As I fall, I try taking as deep a breath as I possibly can. The stench is unbearable, like hydrogen sulfide, only worse. Napoleon, you liar. Ophelia? I'm afraid Napoleon just... I know. I saw him. And I heard him, too. He got me good. Right through my heart. Fall. Ophelia. It was a beautiful rainbow. I'm impressed. I never imagined he could show me such a possibility. Now I can see the things I've been trying to avoid, including what I'm supposed to do. Chaldeans in the Shadow Border. Heroic spirits. MASH. John. I know. Of course I know. You're John. I didn't forget. I just blanked for a moment. Oh. I'm sorry. I promise I won't forget it again. You're our precious Kohai, after all. I know I have no right to ask this of you, but please, let me stand beside you, at least for now. Once that monster has reformed his head, he'll start moving again. Now that it's absorbed the Tree of Emptiness, its only goal is to cause as much destruction as possible. The Tree of Emptiness extends its roots throughout any planet it's planted on, spreading its Lost Belt's reality. So if we don't stop Surtur, he will cover the whole world in fire.
That would be horrible. Still, as far as we're concerned, you lot are mass murderers who betrayed the entire human race. You are terrorists who perpetrated the greatest act of destruction humanity has ever seen. Still, these are very, very extenuating circumstances.
This is an emergency of dire proportions. As they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. These are the kinds of choices we've had to make to come this far, Director. I don't believe there should be any issue with forming another temporary alliance. Just look at what happened with Russia. Yeah, at this point I'll grasp at whatever straws we can.
Oh, all right. But remember, this alliance is strictly temporary. Once this is over, we're taking you into custody. Don't even think about trying to resist.
I know. It's hard to believe you're from the clock tower. Good grief. I suppose I am in no position to judge, but you are certainly soft for a commander. I pity your subordinates. Still, I like that. I will love you as well. I do not, however, love your waistline. You should lose some weight. Ooh, does this mean you're my stepfather, mister?
What? I mean, I'm not opposed to getting married, but I haven't even thought about children.
Is this really the time or the place for a heartwarming story of family finding each other?
Fuck you!
I know that. I was just kidding. Even I've been known to try and lighten the mood at times. And in their case, they just lost one of their comrades. even if he was only a sort of familiar. Still, regardless of what he was, it's always difficult to say goodbye to someone who looks and acts human.
It's okay. Napoleon gave us a good send-off.
I see. Well, if you're sure, that's all right then.
What the fuck is going on? Why is it going so slow lately? Ophelia Famaslone. Just to confirm, you did form a servant contract with Surtur, did you not?
That's right. It was a highly unusual case, but I do have a contract with him.
What about your command spells?
I've already used all 3. Still, I think it should be possible to forcibly break the contract.
That would be a great help. If you could do that, it would render him just another servant without a master. Am I correct that he does not possess any special abilities, such as independent manifestation or independent action?
You are. And he's also used his flaming sword once. That's enough magical energy to release the noble phantasm's true name. Aha! And since he used that much magical energy...
So he is waiting for the wound Napoleon inflicted on him to heal and preparing to make his next attack, Now I understand. That would certainly explain why there has been no second strike.
Then I shall engage and defeat him right away. Brynhild!
Yes, Sigurd. Let us go together. The Emperor of France's rainbow is still there, giving us strength.
Indeed. Now is our chance to end this.
Agreed.
King of Giants or not, I know we can win if we all work together.
Yes, Master. The Ordnax's output is stable, and all systems are operational. I'm ready to fight. Foe! Foe! Foe!
Ophelia, what else can you tell us about Surtur?
Nothing. I'm afraid I don't know that much about him. So instead, I'll do whatever I can to help Mash. To help the heroic spirits fight. I'm going to sever my servant contract. The King of Giants may have tremendous magical energy, but that's true of every heroic spirit. Once he loses his source of magical energy, he won't be able to maintain his existence as efficiently. That should buy us some time until his second attack. Are you certain about this, Ophelia? I may have failed to notice Surtur hiding in your night, but now that I know, I understand what you are going through. No human can summon the King of Giants. A human body is simply not capable of serving as an anchor to keep a void being tethered to reality. A heroic spirit can use a human to tether themselves, but a King of Giants... I see. It's that eye of yours. Your mystic eye was made to serve as his anchor, was it not? Then, in order to completely break your contract with him... Ophelia! Foe! Hello, Foe. I haven't seen you in a long time either. I always did want to try petting you. May I? Foe! Thank you. That was all I needed. And thank you too, Mash, for worrying about me. But it's alright. This is how it should be. I'm doing this because it is what I choose. If nothing else, I want to live up to his expectations. So I'll clean up my own mess. It's the least I can do for Lord Kirshtaria for accepting me as a cryptor. No. For sacrificing himself so that I could live. For insisting that mine was a life worth living. My mystic eye's true worth doesn't lie in seeing possibilities, or even in narrowing them down. No, its true value is as a keystone. A spiritual keystone capable of keeping a divine spirit class King of Giants anchored to reality. Removing this eye will break my contract with Surtur. But mystic eyes are connected directly to the mind. They need to be removed carefully, or else the surge of magical energy will end up destroying your brain. Ophelia! Foe?
I see you are prepared to die if necessary. Right, Ophelia?
Right. Ophelia! Disabling Mystigai and its magical circuit connection. Now! My Mystigai will lose its power and its keystone functionality at the same time. Ophelia, stop! That's enough! It's not over yet. Sigurd, great hero of Scandinavia. Please, help me, just this once. I need you to cut Surtur down. Right, Sigurd. His contract with Ophelia is still in effect.
Understood, Master. Activating Demonic Sword.
Shine, shine, shine! Now is the time to shine brightest. Sirius light!
Alright, and I think I'll end things off. Actually, what's the next section? One boss, 2 stories. Yeah, I'll do it in the next episode. Alright, see you guys then. Bye!